All right, so we got a very interesting clip for you today here. We're going to be looking at two Asschers that we have here in our possession. The diamond on the left here is one that we hand-picked, and it's a 308 EVVS, and happens to be, you know, when we're sourcing Asschers, I'm just going to be flat out straight up with you. Finding really good Asschers with really good light performance is not an easy task, because you got all these step facets going on. You have the interplay, you know, on a round brilliant, you have the interplay primarily between your crown main facets. You got 8 of them going around, and your 8 pavilion main facets. A lot of the other facets are dictated by the other facets, but those main angle facets are your primary indicators that we look at when it comes to light performance. On an Asscher cut, you got 3 step cut angles and 3 or 4 pavilion angles. So this one we found happens to be a really good one, and a rare one in the world of sourced Asscher cuts. All right, and we have our methods of picking. This here that I have now, this is a smaller stone we have on hand. It's a 220, and that is a distinctive Asscher. That diamond is purposely cut to have extremely high optics. Okay, and we offer, you know, we do custom cutting, so we offer these distinctive Asschers in, you know, in whatever size you want in the world of lab grown. We could probably do it in mind also, but you know, Asschers are tough. Asschers can be tough. So the question then comes, is the distinctive Asscher one that you would, you know, one a person may prefer to have cut over what we sourced or not? And so that's what makes this comparison interesting. You know, not all the time do we suggest custom cutting. You know, if we can, like, if, you know, for example, if we're looking for hearts and arrow rounds, there's plenty of them on the market that we can source and not have to custom cut. So I'm holding these two diamonds now in the same orientation and just kind of moving them around. And I show in this lighting because this lighting is the best lighting for observing naturally the optical characteristics of brightness, fire, and you know, well, brightness and contrast, because that's the most popular, you know, lighting that we view diamonds in on a daily basis. I'll take you into the sunlight also. It does happen to be a nice sunny day out here in New York. So the asset results on this one are as perfect as they could possibly get. You know, so when it comes to a techie analysis, you geeks out there, you know, you'll probably, you may insist on this, although they do cost more to cut, because I'm just a royal PITA when it comes to the QA. But this one is a nice one. Okay, so I'm not poo-pooing this diamond. Its asset results aren't quite what they are on this one, but it's still, you know, I wouldn't say ooh, ew, you know, because this is still a nice looking Asscher. This is a definitely an above average Asscher. I would dare say it kicks Asscher. Okay, so there's those two. You got the idea. I'm going to take them into the sun. Shooting in direct sunlight can be a little challenging because I got the sun is glaring into my screen. This is the 3-carater again. Okay. You know, you can even make out the patterning, the step patterning in the Asschers here too, to an extent. Okay, and here we are in direct sunlight. Had to reposition in a different angle here. I mean, the sun is like directly behind my back. I can feel the heat on my back. But we're getting good fire and sparkle out of both of them. For sure. And they're both gorgeous. They are both beautiful. You can see your step patterning going on in both of them also. But I'm going to tell you right here within this video, I place a heavier emphasis on what we observed in the shade earlier, because that's, like I said, that's the most popular view. All right, the 220 just throwing off some nice fire. And so is the 3-carata. So as you can see, this is a pretty tough comparison. All right, and thank you for watching. You'll make your decision and let me know. I think, if size is the key here, I think I may encourage the 3-carata. But I'm going to let my client decide. See you then.